Brynhild Episode 2. My friendship with Rupert Brooke continued convivially enough. We Oliviers were all fond of him. We, together with many friends, loved the outdoors. I organized camps and what we termed wild swimming, in rivers in picturesque parts of the south of England. We often swam naked by night and lay together reading poetry or debating the issues of the day. Notably, we set up our tents at Grantchester Meadows, close to Rupert's home. Virginia Stephen, later Virginia Woolf, joined us on occasion. She left her rather sedate Bloomsbury set to experience the joys of the great outdoors with us. I admired her wit and intelligence, but she could be neurotic and sometimes condescending. Strictly between you and me, she was a frightful gossip. She coined the expression noble savages to describe our loose fraternity of uninhibited friends. We preferred to consider ourselves neo-pagans. Among my male admirers was Hugh Popham, a friend of Rupert's. He was a rather earnest, but honourable type who clearly harboured marital ambition toward me. I recall I rebutted at least one proposal, but when I felt the time was right, I took matters into my own hands and instead put the question to him. His response was enthusiastic. We married in the autumn of 1912. Rupert wrote to me, rather rudely, merely to express his jealousy and to say that he'd always loved me. Would you credit the man? Life was to change dramatically with the onset of the Great War. Of course, Rupert's death was an awful shock to us all, particularly Noel and Daphne. A blessing was the birth of my first child. However, my elder sister, Marjorie, became terribly ill with a form of psychosis. Our parents were in Jamaica, so it was left to me to arrange her treatment. With great difficulty I persuaded her to become a patient of Dr. Caesar Sherard at Tatsfield, not far from our family home. Dr. Sherard was a highly regarded psychotherapist, with modern ideas. Marjorie insisted I accompany her and I duly obliged. My husband had been in the Middle East on military service for nearly 2 years. I despaired I may never see him again, and I confess I longed for the comfort of masculine company. Can you imagine what was to happen next?